That's his son.
You think that's his son?
Yeah. First of all, Jay-Z offered him money. At first, he offered him bread, like, and everything, but his aunt didn't, like, approve of it. She said, no, you know, Jay-Z got a lien on her house and all type of shit that was going on. This lady put up paperwork and everything with his name on it and all that. I mean, but Young Boy's so thorough, though, he just want a dad. He not trying to get no money. He not trying to do none of that. But something happened to him, and I was like, yo, that sounds kind of weird. He said he was coming out from work, going to work, and it was a gun in his car. Like, when he opened the door, he seen the gun. He said so he went to go, like, call his man, like, yo, did you leave a gun in my car? His man's like, no. He said, why you on the phone talking to his man? The cops pull up and lock him up. He said, he told the cops, no, that's not my gun. He's like, so he went in the building he was in, and they seen that somebody pulled up and put the guns in his car.
Oh.
And pulled off. I said, bro, I don't know nobody in the hood that got guns to just waste like that to do that. I don't know what. He's like, yeah, you know, so like Jay-Z had a gag order against him, like trying to get a gag order and trying to. If my thing is, if this is not my son, I'll just take a test, get over with. Yeah.
Has Rymir Satterwaithe finally managed to get Jay-Z to admit he's his biological father? After a decade of Jay-Z dodging and weaving to avoid taking a paternity test, the court has finally stepped in and ordered Jay-Z to complete the DNA testing once and for all.
Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay-Z's your father?
I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like, it's not far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like, it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take, if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot, been seeing a lot. I could take me being embarrassed. Like, this can't take nobody not saying nothing.
Let me tell you, this news has JC's family in serious turmoil. The DNA results reportedly confirmed what Rymir has claimed for years, that he is indeed JC's eldest son. Now, with the public criticizing JC for putting Rymir through so much pain, Matthew Knowles is stepping in, making it clear Jay-Z has seriously messed up. This isn't just a typical father-son issue. Whenever Jay-Z faces controversy, Beyoncé inevitably gets dragged into it, and Matthew refuses to let Jay-Z keep embarrassing his daughter by involving her in problems she has nothing to do with. It looks like Jay-Z has no more room to run from. This paternity drama, for the first time, Rymir has scored a major legal victory in this long fight. The court has finally allowed his case to proceed and ordered Jay-Z to provide DNA samples to settle the matter. If you've been following even a bit, you know this has been a long time coming. Jay-Z, with all his resources, seemed capable of stalling forever, but now Rymir is finally getting what he deserves.
Never try to contact me in any type of way, and that's all I'm asking. Is like, cause I honestly really want the case to be over with. Like, I've been going through, just like I said, a lot, and as I said, I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not trying to do this to make somebody seem like a bad person, a bad father. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? What is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over with.
The first time Rymir's name surfaced was back in 2010 when he filed his paternity lawsuit against Jay-Z, just 2 years after Jay-Z and Beyoncé tied the knot. Rymir's attempts to move the case forward faced multiple legal hurdles. Pennsylvania courts ruled against him, citing his age since he was already 18 when he filed. Undeterred, he took the battle to New Jersey. But Jay-Z's legal team argued there was no reason for him to submit to DNA testing there because he had no personal or business connections to that state. Consequently, the judge dismissed the case. Rymir's lawyers appealed, presenting tax documents showing a Sean Carter connected to New Jersey. JC's lawyers pushed back hard, claiming there was no solid proof that the Sean Carter in those papers was actually JC. This small detail was enough to dismiss the case once again, but Rymir didn't give up. He revealed sensitive information explaining why he believes Jay-Z is his father. According to Rymir, his mother was just 16 when she met Jay-Z, who was 22 at the time. By 1993, when Rymir was born, Jay-Z and his mother were no longer in contact, and she had reunited with her high school boyfriend, Robert Graves. To avoid complications, Robert's name was put on Rymir's birth certificate. Later, however, Rymir's mother confessed the truth to him. Rymir even took a DNA test with Robert, which confirmed Robert was not his biological father. When it came time for Jay-Z to take a DNA test, he tried every possible legal tactic to avoid providing his sample.
Way beyond, I feel like, right now I feel like I got a bigger fight, this is part of my life, so I won't stop fighting for, the paternity or anything else, whatever I put my mind to, I fully go. I was hoping that it wasn't true, but if it is, honestly, you cannot do things like that. You will get what you deserve. I don't know what them guys was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking. If it's true, only he can respond and get himself out of this.
Rymir's case became so public that even the NAACP and ACLU supported him and fought on his behalf. Then, in 2014, he refiled the case. but it was dismissed again because he couldn't prove that Sean Carter mentioned in the documents was actually Jay-Z. Now Rymir has taken the case to the New Jersey Supreme Court, and the court has ordered Jay-Z to take a DNA test. This stage is a big victory for Rymir, because ever since he made this claim, people have called him a clout chaser or someone just trying to make money. But if you've listened to him speak, he has consistently said that he doesn't care about money, fame, or attention. He just wants to know the truth about his father. Fighting this case against Jay-Z has only brought him trouble, including threats and harassment from Jay-Z's team. One time, he even found a gun in his car and couldn't understand how it got there. The police came and started questioning him. According to Rymir, if there hadn't been security footage showing someone placing the gun in his car, the police might have arrested him. All of this shows that his intention was never about money, he just wants to know the truth. And for him, this matter is still unresolved.
And get fair due process. They just been, I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a judge, so I can't get in there and actually know fully what's going on. I'm only there to, say what I believe in, and you guys can put me on the lie detector test, anything else you want me to do. I always been here to stand on the truth. I told them if it was wrong, I'm a man, I can apologize, but for me to go in there and ask for fair due process and not get it, and they just throw you all around like you're a rag doll, I just find that to be crazy, and I really think we need to change that. Like, it's craziness. I'm not asking for nothing. I always been on here. I wasn't never asking for nothing. People can say what they want. As I said, I work, I'm doing great. I gotta take care of my kids. Like, I'm driving a nice car, I'm getting nice income. So it's not like I never been here asking for nothing or trying to get 15 minutes of fame. So people just gotta realize that these court systems and these people that's out here and controlling these people that's in the court systems, we need to change it, because if we can't go and get fair due process, what are we all paying taxes and all this for?
Now that the law seems to be leaning in Rymir's favor, he finally feels a sense of relief. Like this long fight might finally be coming to an end. But do you know who's not happy right now? Matthew Knowles? It's unfortunate, but he's upset about Jay-Z's past secrets resurfacing and turning into problems once again. And it's not just because of Beyoncé. Whether it's the cheating scandals, Jay-Z's alleged connections with Diddy, or now this new case, Beyoncé always ends up dragged into it all, and it's not a good look. If the DNA test proves that Jay-Z is indeed Rymir's father, and that he had a relationship with Rymir's mother when she was underage, it could bring a storm upon the entire Carter family, one that's hard to even imagine. This isn't just a Jay-Z and Beyoncé issue anymore, it's about their entire legacy, everything they've built. That's why Jay-Z might feel the need to keep this secret buried, to protect the version of the family he chooses to acknowledge. And it seems Jay-Z took Matthew Knowles' concerns to heart, because for the first time, he gave a very direct response to Rymir's claims. He said this case is just a new chapter in a decades-old harassment campaign. Even though multiple courts have dismissed Rymir's accusations, Rymir keeps telling his story everywhere. He can .J-Z. Single quotes legal team also completely denied Rymir's claims of intimidation. They said they tried to contact Rymir's guardian, but were met with a hostile response. And since then, there's been no communication. I don't know what you all think, but to me, it seems like Jay-Z and his team are hiding more than they need to. If they're so confident that Rymir isn't his son, then why not just take the DNA test and put everything to rest? The long delay makes it feel like there might be some truth to what Rymir is saying. The internet agrees a lot of people believe Jay-Z is running from the truth. I truly feel for Rymir asking for a paternity test. For years must be heartbreaking. I just hope he's getting solid legal support. It's wild how some people can manipulate the legal system like this. Enough is enough. Just take the test. The truth is, if it turns out that Rymir really is Jay-Z's son, and Jay-Z has ignored him all these years, then he's not the hero people think he is. That would be a huge loss. Honestly, I don't think Jay-Z could ever accept Rymir, even if he wanted to. And if he doesn't, the world will know that he stayed silent just to avoid taking a DNA test. I hope Rymir gets the justice he deserves. What do you all think? Do you believe Jay-Z could actually be Rymir's father? And have you ever seen their pictures side by side? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because we'll be diving even deeper into this drama. See you in the next video. Bye, Betties.